Freedom. What does that word mean to you? I hope it means the right to make your own choices and the independence to do your own thinking. Government-enforced smoking bans are unethical. According to the Fifth Amendment, people have the right to life, liberty, and property. Deciding to smoke or avoid secondhand smoke should be up to each individual person, as deciding how to spend your money, how to invest your money, who you want to sleep with, whether you want to go to college or get a job, whether you want to get married or get divorced. If you owned your own business, would you want someone to come in and tell you how to run it? I am a smoker. I have friends who smoke, some that don't, some that used to smoke, and some that never did smoke. Being a famous author wasn't my only dream. My other dream was to own my own bar. I know that the smoking ban is old news. Yes, we lost. But when it came to deciding what to speak about, I chose to speak about something I feel passionate about. Unfortunately, there are not a lot of books or encyclopedias promoting smoking or secondhand smoke for my research. So I basically gathered a lot of commentary from numerous articles and put it with my own feelings. Today I will be discussing the smoking ban in bars. Specifically, I want to discuss the loss of profit for business owners, some numbers that anti-smokers won't share, and our freedom. A lot of studies have been documented stating that smoking bans do not hurt businesses, but you have to take into mind who is conducting these studies. And besides that, there are a couple problems with their findings. According to the newspaper Clinton Herald, August 2nd, 2008, Amanda Albright, owner of a bar in Fairbanks, Iowa, achieved her American dream, and after 10 successful years of owning her own bar, she now has to put it up for sale. In July 2007, her profit was $11,000. 1 year later, July 2008, she went down to a measly $3,000. According to Forbes.com, the website accessed November 3rd, 2009, many prior studies of smoking bans are riddled with statistical shortcomings. The data is based on a short time period and do not make adjustments for other facts that impact revenues over a given time frame. The Coonan Smokers Club website, accessed November 16, 2009, states California's smoking ban probably contributed to its overall economic problems since the late 90s. After a ban goes into effect, some establishments violate bans, they find ways to skirt bans, they're granted exemptions, they raise prices to offset lost business, which can temporarily mask the revenue effects of the ban. The bottom line is, most studies use tax revenue and employment data to determine ban effects and fail to measure for a sufficient length of time bans before the bans take effect and after the bans take effect. I've discussed how business owners are losing money. Now let's talk a little bit about the secondhand smoke data. 1. Smoking-related lung cancer has a time lag between 20 and 40 years. Furthermore, the death toll report is inaccurate. There are a lot of other factors that contribute to lung cancer and heart failure, such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, air pollution, even asbestos. Now, let's take a look at these numbers as gathered from the book Dissecting Anti-Smokers' Brains by Michael J. McFadden. I like this. Why would they lie? That was really cute. That's why I had to put that up there. But this column is chemicals. This column is permissible exposure limit or threshold limit value. This is total emitted per cigarette, side stream and mainstream. This column is number of cigarettes per hour to reach the threshold limit value or the permissible exposure limit. So I'm just going to mention a couple. Ammonia, 18 milligrams as the permissible limit. Total emitted is 5.7. Guess how many cigarettes it would take per hour in a small tavern? 3,751 cigarettes. Acetone, 1,700 milligrams permissible total limit, 1.7 total emitted. Guess how many cigarettes per hour in a small tavern? 1,256,470 cigarettes. It's absurd. You've heard about the loss of money. You've heard about secondhand smoke. I want to close by talking about freedom. The decision to smoke or to avoid secondhand smoke should be up to the individual, not the government. The smoking ban takes away the right of how the business owner runs this business, prevents the patrons from deciding how they want to enjoy their drinking experience. Customers should have options just as the business owners should be able to cater to whomever they choose. People who smoke pay the same amount of money in sales taxes as everyone else and should be treated as such. Today we discussed how the smoking ban in bars is wrong. Specifically, we talked about how business owners are losing money, how some of the data, some of the data regarding secondhand smoke, and finally, how smoking bans are taking many people's rights. I just want to close by putting this out there. Anti-smokers, think they're doing what's best, but they don't realize how this is an infringement on people's rights. And if you give the government this much control, it might not stop. It would be different if the sale and use of tobaccos was illegal, but it's not. I want to throw a couple more things out there. No smoking in a public place also includes a semi-truck, Madison, Wisconsin. No smoking in your car or anywhere in the city limits, Louisville, Kentucky. No smoking in the city of Wichita, Kansas with a child in the car, or you can be fined. Smoking is also banned in a lot of apartments these days. Think, people, if you can't smoke in your own home, what's next? How about alcohol? When your liberty and rights have been taken away, don't come crying to me. Thank you.